Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome to Bemis Crafty Corner. I am Bema, better known as Els, and I have a project for us today. This one's an odd one, but it's kind of fun. They're cascading tags. Yeah, you can't take them out. They're all one piece, but you can decorate the fronts and write on the backs, or write on the fronts and write on the backs. It doesn't matter. Just this, fantastic array of tags, and you can glue this down on a page in your journal. Let me grab a piece of paper here. So you could glue this down on a page in your journal and have it anywhere in your journal. I guess you could do it sideways too if you wanted to. But you can glue that down on a page in your journal and have all these little cascading tags that go down your page, and you can write on them. And of course you can decorate, as you see fit. So I'm going to show you how to do this today. We're going to get out some 12 by 12 paper, and we're going to go ahead and get started on this one. Very easy to do, very simple. And, I was trying to figure out what to do. I have these tag punches, and I was like, what am I going to do with them? So if you have a tag punch, you don't know what to do with it, I got a project for us. Any tag punch will work. I will be right back. All right, tools for this one. You're going to want a piece of 12 by 12 paper because they're 11.5. That's just the way I made them. You're going to want a paper trimmer. You're going to want scoring tools and a scoreboard. You're going to want something to secure it with, whether that's thread and a needle, or if you have a long stapler, you can just long stapler. Obviously, you're going to want, your tag toppers. If you don't have tag toppers and you just want to make this, then just make it. You don't need anything special. Ink and a dauber. And I think that's everything. So we're just going to go ahead and cut the pieces first, and then, we'll move on to the rest. I'm going to make sure I leave a single piece. Okay. So here's the thing. Most of these tag things, they say they're 2 inches, but they're not. They're like a skosh under, just a hair under. So when you put your paper in here at 2, just kind of pull it back just a hair, just a skosh. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to need 4 pieces, okay, that are a skosh under 2, and they all need to be 11.5 inches long. So you can cut the ½ inch off at the beginning if you want, or you can do it now. I screwed up. I should have done it at the beginning, and I didn't. So now I'll cut it off there. 11.5. 11.5. Get out of the way. 11.5. And 11.5. Okay, that's it for trimming. Next thing we're going to be doing is scoring. So I'm going to get rid of this, and we're going to get our scoreboard out. Okay. And remember, if you don't have a scoreboard, you can use your paper trimmer. If you have this kind of a trimmer, you just measure it out and use the guide cut here, okay? So I'll be back in just a second with the scoreboard and score tools. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to score the first one at 4. The next one at 4.5. 5. And 5.5. I set these to staggered ½ inch intervals. All right, that's it for that. We're going to do some folding and burnishing. So all you're going to do is fold these, make sure that they line up, and then go ahead and burnish them. And then when we come back, we're going to stack them up and do all the rest. I'll be right back. Okay, so if you're going to stitch yours together, what you want to do is open it up and put 3 holes in it, and you're just going to use a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and then tie your thread, and you've got your piece put together. If you want to use the stapler, you can follow the directions. So we're going to take the one that's almost the same, and we're going to stack them up. We want to just make sure that they've got about ½ inch in between each one. So from the shortest, from the 4 to the 4.5 to the 5 to the 5.5. You get the idea. All right, so we got them all stacked up, and we have them all snugged in. Now we are going to make a single unit out of them. So I'm going to put this in my stapler. Let me get my thing back because that's going to be in the way. Ooh, I want to do it the other way. I want the pretty side on the outside. All right, here we go. I'm going to line these up. There. And there. Oh, that one's off. Hold on. I cleaned out the drawers on my desk and now I can't find anything. Oh. Okay. Let me get that straight. All right. Got it on the fold. All right, so I'm going to fold that over. Get rid of my stapler. It's a big stapler. And then I'm going to press this with my bone folder. All right, so now I have them. Now I'm going to start going through them. Now here's the thing. When you use a paper punch like this, do yourself a favor. Always look at the back of it. So we're going to put that in all the way. Punch. Skip a tag if you're using two different ones. Do the next one. If you're doing one tag, doesn't matter. You can do them all the same. Okay? Skip one, go to the next one. We're going to put this one in. Punch. And this one. Now, I would not punch the very back one because that's the one that's going to be glued down. But, you know, that's entirely up to you. I'm done with this one. Always look through the back of your punch. Okay? Then we're going to take this one. We're going to put it in there. Take that up to the top. Punch. And this one. Punch. And this guy right here. And as I said, we're not punching the back one. All right, now we're going to ink. So you go ink all of yours, and I'll go ink mine, and then when we come back, we'll take a look, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, now that's it. It's that simple. You can decorate the front. You can decorate them all. You can just put strings on them, whatever you want to do with this. I would decorate the front and then just use the whole inside for just journaling. Look at all that real estate for journaling. I get it. It's not very wide, but, you know, you could turn your book and journal this way. Also, on the back here, if you want, you can just take this back piece and just cut it off so that you can glue that down in your book. It's entirely up to you. But that's it. That's my quick little tag project. I like it. It's kind of cute. Hey, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. You know, why not, right? If you want to know what's going on the channel and you want to know what's coming up, free classes, tutorials, mixed media projects, all that kind of stuff, if you want to know about it, you can get a list here on my YouTube channel, or you can go to my Facebook group and become part of that community as well. And you can find all of the information for that, including, let's see, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my Etsy store, the Facebook group, and a whole lot more by clicking on more in the description box below. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.